So welcome back, lovely to be with you, and here's to another creative project that I've had in my head. This one is a curious one, so I wonder sometimes you see an idea on Pinterest and you think, that looks really beautiful, I'd love to have a go, let's see how they do it. And there's one, it's a buttonhole that I've seen. It's going to be made on this little rinky-dink wreath, and essentially you look at the picture and you think, well, that's easy, I can do that. And then you look at the comments and it was really interesting because the florist just said flat out, that won't last, that's a silly idea, it's not even worth trying. And it's kind of sat in my head for a while and I thought, you know what, there's got to be a way around it. And I think being a florist, problem solving is part of the job. You know, events happen, they don't go quite right, you have to come out with solutions very quickly and all that kind of stuff. I just want to talk through seeing an idea, thinking you can make it, and then the process of working out how you do that. So let's get cracking. So here are all the ingredients. You'll have seen the Pinterest picture that I just shared previously, and this is how I'm going to attempt to make it. So I have two prototype little willow wreaths that I've made. I've got cold glue, I've got preserved hydrangea in cream, and then I've also pressed some blue hydrangea petals in a flower press. You'll need scissors and probably a piece of wire to help you glue flower heads on. So that's what you need to start. So these little wreaths are 5 centimetres wide, and I've just weaved them together like I would a larger wreath. You want pliable wood like willow or hazel, that'll work. I have my wreath here and you'll see a collection of cream flower heads, the hydrangeas. I've put a little bit of glue on the backs of the flowers, left it for 30 seconds, and I'm just going to apply these flowers now so you can see what I'm doing. Simply just placing them on. If you need to poke stuff on, then using a wire is always a good tactic. Right, here goes the next one. So that's 3 of them on. I'll work round. You can see, there you go. And this is the type of project actually that brides could do, you know, this is a DIY, perfect sort of DIY project that you could do ahead of time and have them ready as buttonholes if you wanted, for your chaps or ladies, or whichever. That is the base of what I'm going to do. So I used the cream because they're a bit more sturdy, preserved, and hopefully it'll allow for a base to put the blue on top, but we'll see how we go. Alright, that's stage 1. Okay, so I have hydrangea petals that I have pressed in a flower press, so completely flat. They probably took about a week to get to this point. So I have my petal here, these the ones that I pressed in a flower press. They've got a dab of glue in the middle. I am using a wire to push the petal into the middle of the design, just to help a little bit stick. So you can kind of see what's going on. The reason I use the white ones is to give the flat ones that are pressed some depth. So there we have it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pressed blue hydrangea on it. It does look big here. I will show you it on a suit lapel, and also show you how I pinned it on, so that it makes sense. But the backing is the white cream preserved hydrangea that you can see there. Just gives it that oomph, and then placing of the hydrangea on top with cold glue. The wreath, like I said, was about 5-6 centimetres wide, and just a pair of scissors to make everything off. And you have a buttonhole, so I'll show you shortly on the suit jacket. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and do subscribe if you haven't already, and then you can be updated every time I'm doing a new tutorial. Alright, so look forward to seeing you next time.